Disadvantage. This is Wednesday night Tomb of Annihilation with your DM, that's me, Dan or Cloaking Device. I have with me this evening Bunsen playing Knock,
Hello.
and that is the only player you'll recognize if you've been listening to this campaign in the past.
Who are you people?
As we've had a bit of a shake-up, and I also now have with me Laurelyn playing Nahorn,
That is me.
Coda playing Elira,
Hello.
and Greg playing. Sorry, you're not in my. I was relying on you to be in my. Glim. Greg playing Glim Garrick.
How you doing?
So this is episode 14, I believe, of Tomb of Annihilation. When we left this campaign off, Nock and Tychus and Gilgamesh and Noname were camped alongside a rectangular pool of murky water that was stretching before a vine-draped shrine. During the night, Nock, you would have been up doing your general watch, I presume, correct?
Yeah.
Since you're one of the...
Gilgamesh.
Nock and
Gilgamesh
Gilgamesh would have
as
both...
well.
Yeah. However, I'm going to need... give me, please, a perception check.
Okay.
For in the middle of the night.
Perception. That is a 23.
That is a 23. Okay, so you probably wouldn't have noticed... Let's see here.
Let me guess, you're hoping for a low roll?
I was hoping for a lower roll than that, but it's fine because this thing's stealthy as all hell. So. So you didn't notice when Gilgamesh disappeared.
Okay.
But you did notice when a large tentacle came out of the water and wrapped itself around Noname and dragged Noname into the pool.
Noname? Gilgamesh? Hello? What just happened? How large is the pool of water? Because at the moment I'm imagining I'm imagining an impossibly large tentacle just came out of the water, relative to.
Yeah, it's the tentacle seems a little big for the pool, but
Okay.
You're not sure because of how murky the water is. You can't tell how deep it is either.
Remind me not to take a dip later. What of Tychus?
And as you're looking around, for Noname and Gilgamesh, you see quite blatantly another tentacle, snake out of the pool and grab Tychus by the waist, and with very little effort, drag him into the pool. At this point, Orvex, the translator that you ran into in the walled compound next door,
The dwarf.
grabs you and, tries to pull you away from the pool.
Yeah, I don't need to be pulled. I'm already booking it away from.
Okay. So Orvex actually, I'm gonna move your token to show you, but Orvex kind of runs back towards the outer wall of the compound where they were.
Okay.
And as you run back to the wall there, you hear the stone of the wall kind of start to crumble.
Which wall?
The wall. Let's see. Where's my pointers?
You can hold left and right click to draw.
Okay, so. Oh. Oh.
Whoop.
Right there. That in kind of that gap between the tree and the outbuilding.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it begin to crumble.
Okay, that'll work.
And
Okay,
you see as it crumbles, you see a small, hastily built contraption that kind of breaks down and falls to pieces beneath the rubble. But you also see a gnome, a bugbear, and a... Well, what were you, Laurelyn? I'm sorry.
Furbolg.
And a Fearbolg.
no, Noname was one of those.
And Orvex looks very shocked and greets them all by name. Nahorn, Elira, Glim, how did you survive the Yuan-Ti attack?
With a little bit of ingenuity and a lot of explosions.
Yes, big booms.
Oh my gosh. I am very confused, honestly.
You gave me some great ideas for some new tweaks to the armor.
And you three, you see a confused looking, as confused as something without a discernible face can look. Confused, black-colored Warforged, along with Orvex.
And you three would be familiar with Orvex. You know that he is a dwarf who was with your party before, who is capable of translating Old Omuan. We're going to pause for a moment. I'm going to read to our new players The Legend of the Nine Gods, which they also would have learned from Orvex at a previous time.
I actually have it written down.
Okay. Well, you have it written down. Our new players, I don't know that they've even heard it. So...
Correct.
Yeah, we have no idea, so keep going, Dan.
Right.
Just know then that I do have it written down if you need to.
Yeah, and actually, since you've got it written down, if you wouldn't mind pasting it over into the chat, because I'd rather just read it and not have to have people transcribe.
Okay.
Because it's kind of long.
Yeah, I can do that.
Long ago...
over 2,000 characters.
Oh, well, you can split it. Or... But yeah, it is probably too big for one Discord message. Anyway. Long ago, the god Ubtao hardened his heart and vowed to weep for the people of Omu no longer. The rains stopped, the jungle withered and died, and death swept through Omu. One morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubtao of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Almiraj to help her. The Almiraj snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, and Ubtao spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, Obalaka the Zorbo and Ejin the Almiraj became terrible enemies. At noon, a brave Commodon hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omoans' hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Commodon fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the river bank, and a crafty Grung stole it. In her rage, Shigambi the Commodon forgot all about the Omoans and chased Nang Nang the Grung forever across the sky. When evening came, a wily Eblis stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omoans, but without them he'd have no one to play his tricks on. The Eblis sent a marsh frog to reason with Ubtao, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused Ubtao, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan the Froghemoth returned to Papazodal the Eblis, he chased Papazodal into the swamp with his new tentacles. That night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubtao's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omoans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jaculi's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa the Jaculi was too honest to lie. When Wongo the Sioux monster found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jaculi and eat him up. All the while, Unk the flail snail lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface, and when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded Ubtao and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who'd saved them. And as at least Nock will recall, you did see that the building north of that pool that your former compatriots got dragged into appeared to be some sort of shrine.
I don't think we actually took a look inside.
You had not yet explored it. You had just walked up to the pool's edge when we called it last time.
Well, I mean, has it been the next day? Has a long rest already occurred?
Yeah, they got snatched in the middle of the night. Towards the end of the night, like.
Okay, so basically,
So it's
long
like
rest.
yeah,
Okay.
everybody's fresh. It's basically like 7 in the morning right now.
Okay. So I'm debating whether or not to like play out questioning who the heck these three people are, or to move on.
That is entirely up to you. I mean, Orvex knows them. He greeted them all by name. So,
All right. Well,
Reaches into one of his many pouches and takes out a notebook and begins sketching.
okay.
anything in particular that you're sketching, or just
Blueprints, ideas.
okay?
Just while they're in his head, getting them written down. He gets bored easily. He's a gnome.
So,
Bunsen, what was your character's name?
Knock.
Knock.
Yes.
So, me being the curious dumb one, I'm going to go up to you because I've never seen someone like you and like try to touch your face.
I'm not gonna necessarily stop you, but I'm going to say, yes, I do not have what you would refer to as a face. But I can
You
still
look
see
funny.
it. I could say much the same to you.
It's fascinating.
That's
construction, really.
As strange as you three may be, I do appear to be suddenly down 3 partners, and Orvex here trust you.
Oh, are we going on more adventures?
Yes, we are going on.
Where are we going?
Well, there. I'm sure you've already been aware, but there's this thing, this artifact of some sort called the Soulmonger, which we believe is responsible for a curse that's causing biological beings such as yourself, after having been resurrected from the dead, they're decaying into nothingness.
At the word artifact, Glim slams his book shut and his head just shoots up. Rare and ancient powerful magics, you say?
I'm quite certain if a biological being such as yourself touches a Soulmonger, you'll also immediately decay. And I would like to roll this. I would like to roll deception, DM.
Go for it. Roll deception, and then Greg, if you could roll insight.
Yes. Uno momento.
That's a 9.
What is artifact?
Object.
Okay, you
basically.
see how my armor here
Oh.
is all shiny, it's got these glowy bits and these big crystals sticking out of it.
Yes,
These
me
weird
love
boxes.
shiny.
Yeah, that stuff is magic. It makes my armor magic. It lets
Ooh.
me do all sorts of cool stuff.
Can I have magic?
Sure. Okay. What is your character wielding? Or what's equipment that I can see?
I just have a battle axe. I'm just a big dumb bugbear.
Okay, he's gonna take this square little device that has a little glowing bit on it, and he's gonna slap it on the hilt of your battle axe, and it's going to get this glowing sheen on it. Arcane battery should give you a little more kick. It is now a +1 battle axe.
Oh, shiny.
I know, right? That's almost the best part.
Who was rolling insight?
Oh,
Greg,
sorry.
yeah, that was an insight roll.
I got.
Sorry, we got
distracted by the
we got distracted by other questions, but
No worries. Basically, I'm lying about the fact that if a biological being touches Soulmonger, they'll immediately decay.
yeah, Nock would have no idea truly what the properties.
Yeah. 1d20, and my insight would be +3. Oh. It's a little out of character, but that's a natural 20 for a 23.
All right.
Okay.
So you know for a fact that I have no idea about anything about.
That's
the
actually
Soulmonger.
on brand for character. You are the expert in artifacts. So
Yeah,
So-
and I go
that
on.
Nock is lying about an artifact would not escape your.
Thus far, his face has been covered by this helm, and basically the sides of it shift back to reveal this gnomish face with little goatee. And he just raises an eyebrow, and then the helmet shuts again.
Well, yes. I mean, that's the entire reason why I was with my biological cohorts and unexpected someone that I already knew. That he doesn't need to be discussed. Anyway, that's why I was on this mission with them to handle the Soulmonger. Because if they touched it, they would immediately decay.
And at hearing about the Soulmonger, Orvex actually pipes up and. Wait a minute, you were here about that thing too?
Well, yes, it's a world-ending artifact of some sort, isn't it?
Well, that's what all of Glim's research said. You actually would probably know quite a bit about this, Glim. The reason you'd be with the party
Yeah.
would be your
Is because
expertise
of
in
my
artifacts.
expertise.
So
Oh.
you would know that like this is an artifact suspected of collecting the souls of flesh and blood beings when they die, rather than allowing them to either go to an afterlife or be resurrected.
In other words, a monger of souls.
All right. Do I know
Anyway.
anything about it? So it has to do with this god, right?
Well, so you know that it's
I
you
can do
know
a
that this
history or arcana check if you like.
let's well you would have already done a lot of research with your previous party, so
Okay.
we'll say you know that an artifact of this sort of power can only be created by somebody who is both an artificer and an archlich.
Whoa.
And that
Oh,
the party that your previous party came to Omu because there was tell of a dungeon created by an archlich that was suddenly radiating an excess amount of necromantic energy.
yes, yes, yes. It is extremely powerful artifact. It would require more than even an elven lifetime to gain the knowledge and the power to create such a thing. Only an undead being such as a lich could make such a powerful artifact. Through my research of the history of the area and a few discreet scans, I have found that there seems to be a dungeon said to be created by a lich that has been sending out pulses of necromantic energy.
That sounds like the soulmonger to me. Around here, you said?
Yes, it should be nearby, though I was not able to pinpoint a precise location.
Well, while on guard duty, which I clearly did a smashing job with, I was thinking, that story that you told, Orvex, the one with the tentacled frog or sun monster or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking, does that might have something to do with the one room in that cave that we were in earlier, near the entrance, near the entrance of the city. Those had some statues. Could those statues have anything to do with your tale?
Well, they might. They I forget if Orvex was with you when I don't think no,
He
because
was not.
He was not, because you. So what did the statues look like?
They looked like a bunch of creatures that I've never seen. Although I think some of them might match the descriptions of that tale. Tale could have
Well,
something to do with that.
how many were there?
6, right? Weren't there 6?
There should have been 9,
9.
unless I fucked up and called it 6.
No,
Like,
it's been a while since I've
right.
seen
Well, right. I'm just saying that it's entirely possible that I made the error also.
Well, in any case, I say 9.
Okay. Well, that's the number of gods that the Omuans began to worship after the events of that tale, so you could be correct.
I'm not aware of what we could do with those statues, but
I doubt those
Sure.
statues have anything to do with it. I think they were just a creation to
worship.
worship, but hold no real power.
all right then. In any case, this temple here, as long as we don't get stolen by some sort of tentacle monster into the water there, that temple seems important, right?
Well, we do suspect that we will have to visit shrines to each of these gods in one way or another to collect some sort of object in order to enter this dungeon.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Me have gods too.
That's very nice. Whatever your name was.
Good.
Alira, yes. Lincoln is joining.
Alira. Do we have any idea where these shrines might be?
They're definitely scattered throughout the city. But if I'm not mistaken, we stand next to one now.
Very well. What do we do at each shrine?
I'm not entirely sure, but I suspect that we have to gather something that either resembles a key or acts as a magical key.
How close are we to this shrine? Is it like on the other side of this pool of water, or?
So you see the building just north of the pool of water? That's the
Okay,
actual...
what's that?
You're...
Honestly, like, I don't know where we are on this map. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
Yeah, me neither.
sorry. I don't know.
It's very zoomed, or the tokens are very small. It's right here if you see my arrow.
Yeah, do you see it?
Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, I see now.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
scroll in on that if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I had it really zoomed in for the stream. I didn't realize how small the token was in relation to, like, the full-ass map.
I also don't know how to, like, just move the map around.
Arrow
Hold middle
keys...
click to pan, and mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I've just found having to, like, zoom out and zoom in to get to different parts of the map.
If you
Okay.
want to draw a pointer arrow, you can hold left and right click and drag it across, and you click left and right to delete it.
Yeah, sorry. I know Roll20. I don't know this fancy new stuff.
That's fair.
This also has a pretty high learning curve, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm glad Bunson's here. Bunson knows more about it than I do.
Which is weird, because you officially run more sessions in it than I have.
Yeah, but I inherited it. It wouldn't have been my first choice. Anyway.
So, I think...
So Orvex has informed you that you stand next to what he suspects is one shrine.
Nahorn is just going to start making his way towards the shrine silently. He's very quiet.
Lim is gonna follow.
I
But
apologize.
not silently. He's gonna hum to himself.
a quiet man. Ah, yes. The bees shall join your humming.
Bees?
Bees.
Fascinating creatures. What if I could make a bunch of tiny clockwork? Possibility. Yes. Let's pursue this further at a later date.
Bees can be quite powerful.
Oh yes, the strength of numbers. And poison. Poison is always good.
So now that it's daylight proper, you can see the rest of the detail of the area. So before you saw a rectangular pool of murky water in front of a vine-draped shrine. Now you can tell that rope bridges that once spanned the water float on the surface, tangled up with other debris. The shards of a toppled monolith form stepping stones to the middle of the pool, where a statue of a stone frog rises above the water.
I am not approaching that water.
That adds up. Out of character, that adds up. Also, I don't have a token.
Well, right now
I-
because you're not in combat, I'm just representing the entire party with knock.
Okay.
Because if you wind up splitting the party, then I'll make extra tokens for.
Yeah, I get it.
And then if combat happens, then
We shall.
I'll make other tokens as
But
well.
why would you ever split the party?
I don't know. I've seen people do it and get away with it.
I don't know. We have somebody that's very easily distracted by shiny objects.
I mean, I'm
Is there any
hypothetically, or at least
writing or
Hypothetically,
just
knock
staring
might
at
be the
building?
shiniest thing.
what was that?
Hypothetically, knock might actually be the shiniest thing.
Yeah, depending on
And-
how you define shiny. I was gonna say. So are you
How-
just staring at me this whole time?
How well have you been polished
Yes.
lately?
Should I roll for polish?
Oh my god, what would that even be?
We'll look at D10 to see how many.
charisma?
Charisma. Has
Should
he
I
been
roll
polished?
charisma to see how polished I am?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
10. I am
Oh.
moderately shiny.
I thought that was a 1, and I was like, oof.
Yeah, I'm just
Which I
staring
mean
at
would
my
also
battle
be fair actually, because I am a warforged made to be the stealthiest thing ever.
Look, black can be shiny.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it would be very helpful if I was trying to be sneaky through shadows.
axe.
I mean, if there's less light to reflect off of you, like at night and stuff.
Anyways, I'm moderately shiny.
So are the walls of the shrine smooth? Is there any writing or discernible markings I can see?
You see, actually. Come on, thing. Let me
Ow.
drop that in. There it is.
I'm not able to see because it is completely black. Probably because
Yeah, I don't have tokens placed yet, so.
Okay, just making sure you're aware.
Let's see, we've got knock. Why will it never place from that screen? I have no idea.
And now I've learned that I can do this,
Okay, there's
and it
knock.
makes it full screen.
I can see.
I can see
Pyro,
I still
Unicorn.
can't.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yay, I can see.
All right,
I can see clearly now.
and then
I can see clearly now my token's placed.
one more. I'm gonna put a token down for Glim, even though he's just watching the screen.
I tried so hard to put my Hero Forge picture in
So
Beyond, and it hated me.
Glim, you look around for any writing, and as you come around to the north side of the pool, you see
Can I do that?
carved into the lintel above the locked gate an inscription that you can't read, but you're pretty sure Orvex could.
What language is it?
What language is it?
Yeah.
It's in Old Omuin.
Never mind. I don't know that one.
Okay,
Is it a
I'm gonna...
religious language?
It is not.
I know 6 languages, including common.
I will
Why do you know 6
call-
languages?
Because I'm a ranger and I have favorite enemy.
What? What does that have to do with knowing 6 languages?
I learn a language that my favorite enemies know. for every favorite enemy I have, and I have 2.
Alrighty then.
Alright, so Glim will call Evix?
Orvex. Orvex.
Orvex. Alright. Orvex, come look at
Right.
this.
Awesome.
And Orvex looks up and takes a moment to make sure he's got the writings correct. This reads, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take.
Glim writes this down as he speaks.
Well, what does that mean for us?
I suspect that will mean something more to us if we can gain access to this shrine, but this gate is locked.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take.
Back as much as we take. Could that be a clue to the key?
I don't suppose you have more of however you crumbled that wall earlier, do you?
Tread without fear.
Did you hear my question?
No. I mean, yes, but I do not know the answer.
That would be an unlikely because that was a DM creation to insert them into the story. But
yeah, I was partly being sarcastic.
You could maybe say the Thunderwave spell would cause that.
I don't think Thunderwave is usually able to destroy like that.
Probably not, but we could bullshit some arcane boosted full power Super Saiyan kind of whatever one-time thing.
So we are very familiar with this story, the story of the 9 gods or whatever.
yeah, you would have been it would have been told to you by Orvex before. When you were adventuring with him. You and Nock actually have similar purposes here. You just kind of came about it differently.
Okay.
And then the remainder of your previous party, which was actually enormous, got raided by Yuan Ti just before Nock's previous party got here. And pretty much decimated.
Okay.
In fact, they had explored the compound that you came out of and found only Orvex crying for help. That's why Orvex was a little bit surprised that y'all had survived. But I guess ingenuity and paladins know no bounds.
Explosions.
Nahorn is going to gesture to the center of the pool with his staff and be like, he says to show no fear, and Kubazan is the frog from the story that got the tentacles, correct?
I'm inclined to express an adequate amount of fear considering my entire group got sucked into there by tentacles earlier.
There is no discovery without risk.
I would rather not be tentacle food, thank you.
Could you be food?
Did someone say tentacle food?
It's a figure of speech. I don't believe I'm
Please do not turn this into Tomb of Hentai.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
That's
where
really
the
are
take out a magnifying glass and start examining Nock's armor. Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yes, I don't believe I'm edible.
Okay.
Perhaps a very hardy creature.
Good news, guys. I just found out that I apparently have spells that I have never learned.
Cool.
Beyond. I honestly didn't realize that rangers had spells.
Yeah, rangers are half casters.
Yep. So, well, I'll do that at some point.
Hmm.
At least it's only 4.
Do we need to take a short break to sort that out, or are we good?
No. It should be fine. Nahorn does a lot of standing and just taking it and listening as the quiet man that he is, anyways. So
Gotcha.
I can pay attention.
Well, as I see it, I think we have 2 options. We can either try to figure out whatever's going on with that shrine statue thing over there, or we can try to break down this door here.
Does the shrine statue have anything shiny on it, or does the door have anything shiny on it?
The gate in front of you has a lock. I wouldn't call it shiny per se, but it looks functional.
What
Is
kind
it-
of lock?
Yeah.
Does it look like it could be picked?
It looks like it could potentially be picked. But you're unsure of the
just a
difficulty
mundane-
because it appears to be made out of stone.
Okay.
Because as a thief, I think I get. Do I get advantage on unlocking locks? I don't think I do, actually.
I don't think it's advantage. You just get the ability to because you have thieves' tools. Nobody else has thieves'
I
tools
get
typically.
to do. Yeah,
So-
I
I
get
think
to
he
use.
adds his proficiency.
You do get to add your proficiency to the roll.
Gotcha. Is it a sleight of hand roll?
It is a straight
I think
dex check according to the book.
Ah,
Yeah. And if you're proficient in the tools, you
With
get
a straight dex check plus your proficiency.
Gotcha. Well, I am a thief, so yeah, unless someone objects, I'm going to approach the lock and take out my set of thieves' tools and attempt to pick the lock.
I don't hear any objections, so give me your dex check.
Dex check plus proficiency?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let me get my sheet here. +3 modifier. Dex check.
Okay, that's fine.
That is a
So you struggle with the lock for quite some time. It never yields, but you do hear a click from within it, and please give me a... What is that? I think it's wisdom. Hold on, sorry.
Oh, that wasn't the right app.
Uh-oh, I'm in danger.
That is... Yes, that is a wisdom save.
Okay.
Oof.
Cool.
Kill immediately.
Wisdom save.
Do I want to know what your wisdom is?
That's an 11.
That is an 11. So you fail the save and are the subject of a fear spell.
What spell?
What is that fear spell?
So it only targets you with it, even though normal fear is a cone. But you are frightened, which means you must take the dash action and move away from the lock. Each of your turns until there's nowhere to move.
Okay. Does that mean, do I get to run to the side like this, or do I have to run straight into the water?
You run straight away.
So into the
Actually,
water.
sorry, no, it does say the safest available route, so you would probably stay on land.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna start randomly booking it away then.
So that's, yeah, you have to take the dash action, so that's 60 feet away each turn, and then, let's see,
That would put me off screen.
yeah, if you end,
That's
if
the
you
goal,
end
we're
the
trying to get rid
turn,
of you.
if you end the turn where you don't have line of sight, though, you get to make another wisdom save, so, and there is actually, there's more up here that whoever did this line, or did the masking on this, blocked off too much, because there's more up here that's out of, that shouldn't be masked, but
Well, in any case, I'm just out of here, I guess.
Are
but
there
you
any
ran away.
Are there any small stones or anything like laying on the ground around me?
I'm sure you could find, I mean, there's a stone wall around you, and
Yeah, I'm just looking for something small to toss into the water to see if the tentacles come out.
okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely find, some small rocks and stuff.
And I just like toss some into the. I'm just gonna like toss one into the water.
So you toss one small one into the water, and, everybody who isn't running away, give me a perception check, please.
Figure out how to do that. Oh, there it is. Senses. Is this perception? If I click on that, will it do it? No. Look, I'm
Hey, it's big dumb.
Can't see shit.
Oh.
I'm oblivious. Someone gave me a shiny.
Skills. I found it.
Someone gave me a shiny object. I'm oblivious to everything else.
Clearly.
I think I did that.
That is a 3.
If I click on this,
Also oblivious.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm clicking on, honestly.
Alright, so click on your character's portrait on the top left to bring up your
Yeah,
sheet.
I have it up and I see perception. I just don't know where to click on perception.
On the right side, you see the total column, and you see like a little dice icon
Yeah.
with the plus. You click and drag that plus into chat.
Got it. I was like trying to double click. Oh, it's okay.
There you go.
I don't notice anything.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, none of you see a thing.
Great.
Seems safe to me.
We're all gonna die.
So for how long am I just running away?
So go ahead and give me another wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Here you go. That is a
You're
9.
still running.
So you're still running away.
Cool. Bye, guys. Nice meeting you.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running?
So Nahorn threw a rock into the.
Oh. Could I use a calm emotion spell to help weird black shiny one to stop running?
I might be out of range by this point. I'm 2 turns of dashing away. So that would be...
The range is 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of that. I'm 45 plus
Okay,
another 60
alright,
away.
alright.
But yeah, you would
Never mind.
a little bit far away for that at this point.
Bye, nice meeting you.
Oh,
Have a
you
nice
get
one.
much further away. I'm gonna have to start rolling for encounters for you, Knock.
great. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Or your party members could figure out what they're doing, and maybe the spell would be broken.
Oh,
You want to figure that out in the
Yeah,
next 6 seconds? That'd be great.
Tread without fear.
can I roll an Arcana check on this Lockamajig?
Sure, go for it.
There is clearly some form of magical effect here. That is a 17 plus skills. Plus 7, 24.
So you recognize this as a conditional lock. You make them all the time. It's like the first thing that artificers learn how to do. As far as just a lock that, if anything but the key is used, the spell that's imbued in it goes off.
Alright. Do I know any way of turning off the spell?
You know that a sufficiently powerful dispel magic in order to that's of the level of whatever spell is imbued in the lock will do so.
I do not have that stocked. Either of you have the dispel magic spell by any chance? Can you make it? Can either of you?
I just silently shake my head.
Oh, oh bother.
Um,
How often does he make these will saves?
I once again look towards the pool water. I think this has something to do with that.
Hey, what
I
is
have
the door
something
made
I
out
could-
of?
So the door is also made of stone. Or what appears to be stone, anyway.
Is the lock like a normal like padlock?
It takes the appearance of one. You're just not sure if it functions precisely like one.
I'm going to I'm gonna hit the door with my battle axe.
Roll to hit.
Hold on, it's loading.
If you miss the broadside,
If we
of
could
a heart,
seriously move away from fantasy grounds, that would be great.
Why?
Well, you don't have to do your rolls in
Because
fantasy grounds.
Fantasy grounds.
You're welcome
slows
to do your.
everything down
You're
for
welcome
me.
to do your rolls.
Still.
Wait, what's wrong with Fantasy Grounds for you?
No,
I think what she's saying is her computer sucks.
it slows my entire PC down. Yeah, so like you guys are super choppy a lot of the time. Like I'm missing like chunks of conversation, and anything that I try to do in D&D Beyond takes forever to load. Like it's
Gotcha.
not a fun time over here.
Well, I might see what I can do. If I can, I'll see if I can.
Okay, so it was.
At any rate, it roll to hit the door whenever you get a moment.
roll to hit the door.
I wonder how many times DMs have said that.
I just got you guys back. I haven't heard anything in the last like 5 seconds.
DM told you to roll to hit the door.
Yeah, roll to hit the door.
Okay. It was a 22 to hit.
So your axe, you swing true. You feel good about your swing. It hits the door, but just kind of bounces off.
When I hear the loud noise, I am going to like peek back around and like look at what's happening.
Should I roll another saving throw?
Yeah, go ahead and roll another save. Give it to me with advantage, since you're so fucking far away now at this point.
I turn to Glim really quick, and I'm just like, "Your shiny no work."
Okay, so you are finally done being scared of the lock.
Cool. I'm going to start heading back to the group.
He's gonna tread without fear.
Alright. I have something I could try on the water, but it's not technically what the spell is intended for.
I mean, I was just gonna come over here.
I don't think.
Are these stone steps like right in front of me?
Right in front of you is kind of a rickety pieces of a wooden bridge.
I'm gonna poke it with my staff to see if it's like stable.
They seem like they're pretty much just floating there.
Like
But-
they're not gonna hold me as a nearly 300-pound for bulk.
Yeah. But you do see coming around the other side of the pool, you see some stones that are sunk in the or that have fallen in, that are sticking up above the water's surface.
Okay, so
Yeah,
are these
well,
blocks
let me make
5 feet, by the way?
Yeah, these are 5-foot blocks.
Oh, okay. In that case, I am going to make my way around the pool. Very slowly. And once again, actually, I am going to pause right here and Google jump distance for God knows how many times.
Oh fuck. Jump distance is
Something
God damn
times
it.
strength.
Yeah, I want to say it's fucking a long jump is 10 feet plus your strength modifier. But I could be wrong.
You also try doing the backwards long jump. That'll get more distance.
You also I don't know where you're jumping. Where are you jumping?
Oh, I'm not all the way around. Sorry, I paused. I was
Oh,
going
okay.
to jump onto the blocks.
Oh, you definitely jumping onto those blocks is definitely less than the average character's jump distance. So, you don't have to worry about looking it up. It's just I've got to
just bragging myself. Oh my god! I apparently have to go around these things.
I think around this time I'll probably have rejoined the group. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's probably about right for
yeah. As I approach
Glim
it,
is going to try and put a coin in the keyhole.
a coin.
you
Give more than you take.
put a
Here out searching for
coin
loot
in the
and treasure.
keyhole. There is now a coin in the keyhole.
Over a number of feet up to your strength
Is-
score. Okay.
With all due respect,
Well-
Artificer, I don't believe this temple is coin operated.
All right.
More than you take. We're here to take treasure.
Give as much as you take, isn't it?
Is it? I think it might be. I could be.
I think it's good.
I'm
as
not
much.
the best.
I
rememberer.
wrote down give as much. Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and give as much as we take. I'm gonna tread without fear real quick, though. I'm gonna leap without fear.
Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Afraid. Okay, that's not too bad.
Tread without fear. There's a fear effect
14.
coming from the lock.
There
So
is.
you succeed in jumping from stone to stone. I'll actually just the one check will suffice for stone to
Yeah,
stone
I mean,
all the way to the center statue if you would like.
Yeah, I was planning to go to the center statue.
Yeah, just the one check will suffice for that. You are now standing on the edge of a statue of a giant frog.
Can I investigate?
Give me an investigation check.
Woohoo! Ooh, that one's not as good. Okay. That's the third for 14 in a roll in that check.
So you spot a small stone key sitting on the statue's tongue.
All right. I'm going to yoink that with Mage Hand. Because I am a little afraid to touch it myself, honestly.
That's reasonable.
After watching a man run 120 feet away in fear.
Actually, Knock is a lady robot.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank
so
you. I'm going to
your
mark
mage hand now is in possession of a small stone key.
that. All right. Then I am going to mage hand it into my physical hand and jump back across the stones if I could.
Yep, another acrobatics check if you would for jumping back across.
Woohoo. Ooh.
Yikes!
Ooh. Hey guys, I'm in the water, I think.
Well, we're down another party member.
Ooh.
Oh.
It was nice being at the campaign, guys.
Yeah, did you have a good time?
So you fall in the water and you actually discover that it's about 3 feet deep.
Oh.
Tread without fear. Just walked right in.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna wade over and get out of. Well, I guess I will. I'm gonna wade myself over.
Wait,
to
should you
the
not?
stairs
See?
again.
Should you not
I
have
was
put
thinking.
something back in the thing because give as much as you take?
Put the coin in.
I don't think his coin operated.
I mean, you have a stone key?
I mean, I was thinking that we were going to give as much as we take from inside the shrine. Is my thought process. So
Well, the tread without fear was definitely a clue to getting the key. It was definitely a clue to getting to. You couldn't just walk over to the statue.
well, that's another reason that I grabbed it with Mage Hand. I was thinking, Indiana Jones type thing. But nothing happened. Except I fell in the water. Just face planted in the water.
I
Am I
still
like,
think there might be something more to this.
look, I'm already.
I, as a
I will walk back out there and put something else in the mouth if this doesn't work. Am I just wading through the water without any problems?
Yeah, nothing's happening. I mean, there's seaweed and debris.
Okay.
So it's difficult terrain, but
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Glim and say,
I also have advantage to wisdom, charisma, and intelligence throws against magic. We just want to use me as a guinea pig.
Um,
I'm gonna turn to Glim and say, for the record, I refuse to enter that water. If it's deep anywhere, not only can I not swim, I sink water.
I think you might rust as well.
What was that?
I think you might rust as well.
No, I've crossed water just fine. I just
I
immediately
can
sink.
relate a bit. I would survive, but my very precious creation, the Mark I meta armor, would definitely sink. That's a lifetime's work.
As they're talking, I'm going to insert the key into. I can't insert the key into the lock. There's a coin in there, isn't there?
there is in fact a coin in the lock now.
You do have mage hand.
I don't know how well that. I mean, I was just thinking I'm gonna turn the lock on its side and kind of bang it on my hand and try and get the coin to come out.
Well, how is it jammed in there? How deep is it in there?
So it's basically a slot. So it didn't have a way to turn in there. It falls out in your hand.
I hold it out for him to take back.
I take it back and put it in one of my many, many, many pouches.
All right, now I insert the key and attempt to turn it.
The lock opens, and nothing magical happens.
All right, I remove the lock and push open the doors. Gates, doors. Stone
Yeah,
doors.
big stone doors, something like that. Does it... How do I... Oh, that's how I do that, I think.
Oh, I
Maybe.
accidentally zoomed.
There we go. Open. Now you should be able to see inside.
Yes.
And as you open the doors, you see that steps descend to a ledge overlooking a pit of sharpened stakes. An alcove on the far wall holds a pedestal with a stone cube resting on it.
Cube, eh?
A relief carved into the back of the alcove shows a monstrous frog with tentacles fighting a crane. Wooden beams radiate from the walls at floor height with 4-foot gaps between them. Carved frog heads extrude from the walls above the beams.
So these squares on the map are 5 feet, yes, you said?
Yeah. Well, give or take. I don't... The descriptions are a little weird. We'll call it 5 feet because...
Because that would just make this, like, from the platform, from one platform to the other, that would just make that, yeah, like 20 feet across.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot
just
jump.
mage hand it? Or you can just mage hand it.
Yeah, I can only jump 14 feet with a running jump. So I looked it up. It's your strength score, not strength modifier, but strength score with the 10-foot run up. But yeah, I could mage hand it, but I feel like this is where the give as much as you take comes in. Does anybody else have a fancy stone block?
I'm gonna look through my equipment. I don't think I have anything like that, but I might have something of similar weight, maybe.
I mean, right now my idea is to just drop the lock with the stone key in it.
How far across is the room?
It's about 20 feet.
The room's about 20 to 25 feet across. From platform to platform. Well, it's... From platform to platform, it's about 25.
Yeah, the range on is 30, so I could use mage hand. As long as
I could not use web.
5 pounds. Oh.
No, it's 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Oh, I was unaware of that. Okay. So.
I was thinking I could maybe cast web and how you kind of do a makeshift floor, but that's only a 20-foot.
I also have web. What a coincidence. I was looking at that to get over the water.
20-foot cube would be more than enough for this.
Oh, it would?
It would fill the entire room, but yes.
I mean, it would also cover the spikes.
That's what mage hand's for.
We'll try yours first.
Okay, I am going to mage hand, put the lock and the key in the mage hand.
Okay.
Mage hand across. And I am going to place the lock and the key and try and grab the cube.
Alright, so you place the lock and key and grab the cube kind of all in one deft motion with your mage hand.
Yes.
How heavy is the cube?
The cube is roughly half a pound.
Okay,
perfect.
So you now have a cube in your mage hand.
And I would like to bring mage hand back to me with said cube in it.
You are now in possession of a cube that is carved on all 6 sides with an enormous frog with tentacles.
Okay.
Puzzle solved. A winner is you.
Can I look closer at the carvings?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do have a magnifying glass, if that helps.
Okay, we're gonna edit item.
As you magnify in on the carvings, you notice that you can also see that the tentacled frog is just beating the absolute crap out of a crane-like creature.
A what-like creature?
A crane, like the water bird.
Yes.
Oh, not a construction crane?
Wait. Yes.
So like crane style, like Daniel said.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I guess 1 is the least I can do for weight.
Okay. It appears to be a depiction of battle.
Probably
And
that's
the
one
tentacle
battle.
frog is winning. by a
Probably that
lot.
one battle in that tail, right?
Probably, most likely, yes.
So this may corroborate with something further on. You did say we needed something to enter the temple, yes?
One
this
for
one
me.
of the keys?
Well, this is Orvex speaking. Well, we suspect we need something to enter the tomb. We haven't found the tomb yet. We were assaulted just after we entered the city.
Well, if there is something, this definitely seems like the kind of something that would open a tomb. I suggest we bring it along in case it comes in handy.
Yes. I've already put it in my inventory.
All
If
right.
that's unless somebody else would like to carry it.
I'm good.
No, that's fine.
Is it shiny?
No,
It's
It's
stone.
It is stone.
It's a
No, you can
stone,
carry it.
Luigi.
I am going to be right back.
Cool. Anyway, the party
Well-
finds themselves now in possession of this stone, and you know your location in the city.
Mm-hmm. So look
Alright.
around for more shiny things.
That look around for things to do in the city for sure. More shrines seems to be a good call, but there are.
It's still early morning, yes?
What's that?
Still early morning?
Yeah, that whole process probably took you 30 minutes. So,
Alright. So, do we want to... Well, we have a reindeer, right? That would be the best
So sorry.
person.
Back. Ranger, that's me.
Okay.
Could I do a religion check to see if there's like where the other shrines are?
I thought we were just gonna do like an investigation check as we look around.
well, this
I don't know
city
if religion would be relevant because
this city was never mapped. You would be able to, like, if you were looking at a building specifically from afar, I'd say you'd be able to do a religion check to see if it looked reasonable to be a shrine. But
Well,
Could I do a history check to get kind of like, I don't know, an idea of what it might look like or the kind of area it might be in?
I mean, I have a pretty good feeling this is definitely one of them. This conspicuously on a island on
Well,
top
this
of
is
a
obviously
lava pit.
one of them,
Oh,
but
are we
do we
back?
just want to wander in a random direction to find more, or do we want to be more focused?
Are there? Where is this?
It's on the player map Omu.
Yeah, no. I'm asking about small animals. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I've been awake very long.
right, I get that.
Oh.
It happens.
My brain just isn't fully functioning right now. But yeah, but like, are there beasts that one might be able to commune with speak with animals around the city, like birds or something? That I may
Yeah,
be able
there are general, the general wild animals you would expect in a jungle area, especially one where nature is beginning to take over because the general inhabitants haven't been present for a number of years.
And there are gargoyles. Do gargoyles count?
Well, there are gargoyles, that's a thing. But, like...
Okay, now let me like double check the wording on this. Okay, so I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself and try to converse with some of the local wildlife about where some of these other shrines or the temple that or the tomb we're looking for maybe.
All right.
I don't know if that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try.
Do I send my homunculus to fly around? Doesn't say whether it can communicate with me or not, just that it obeys me.
Let's see. Your homunculus.
It's basically a familiar.
Typically, familiars do have one-way communication. At least.
Okay. So out of one of Glim's pouches comes a what looks like a very well crafted and painstakingly, lovingly crafted statuette of a bat that has one of those crystal things that he's attaching to everything on its chest, and it is moving around.
Okay.
Swift Fang, have a look about. See if you could see what you can find. And he kind of it crawls up over his shoulder up to his fingers, and he just does that kind of hawking thing where you throw it up. Or Night Fang. Let's go with Night Fang.
All right. So, your homunculus bat thing, Night Fang, swoops around for a while. Does it have a specific duration or speed?
It has a 20-foot fly speed. I gotta pull that back up again. Give me just a second. Alright, all of my infusions last until I exceed my number of infusions.
Okay.
It will also vanish if it dies. It has it's a 30-foot fly speed, a 20-foot up and around speed.
All right. So it flies around for a while, and you get a couple of I can't make both of them pop up at once. But it does show you, you'll see on the player map Omu there. Mm-hmm. I've drawn an arrow to what you would suspect is a shrine, potentially based on the fact that so far all the shrines you've encountered have walls around them.
And the research I've kind of done already.
Right, and all the research, and you've traveled with Lyra quite a bit, who has probably helped teach you some things, or at least certainly proselytized whether you wanted to or not, because Paladin.
Oh, he's always looking to learn about just about everything.
Do I learn anything interesting from my discussions with the wildlife?
Your discussions with the wildlife, you learn that, typically the smaller wildlife tries to avoid the north part of the city lest they die.
Ooh.
Sounds like shrines to me.
There's danger in them there hills.
Smaller animals avoid the north.
And you also learn that the birds have seen a number of Yuan Ti congregating on to the east side of the city.
They've also seen some sort of weird robot running away and then back to the shrine. It's weird, right?
East.
Alright. So Nightfang is gonna fly back and land on Glim's finger. He's going to pet it briefly and then put it back in the pouch it was in and relay that information to the party. Kind of point in the general direction. And Nightfang thinks he sees something that might look good about that way.
I am also going to share my knowledge with the party and say that
Alright.
the north and the east sides of town seem like they have promised.
Yes, I can't help but assume that the lava pit is probably home to a shrine or two.
Probably.
I'm gonna, unless anyone objects, I'm gonna start heading over to
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
that one
say,
up there.
the small bird thing, which is what he's referring to your bat as.
Yeah.
Small bird is probably a little closer than the northern and eastern parts of the city. So let's head there to what he has found first.
Actually, you'd probably describe birds as weird bats anyway. He was raised in a dwarven settlement, so. Well, a lot more bats than birds.
No, I hear bats are a dwarven delicacy. Anyway,
And nice and crunchy if you fry them up good.
I don't think frying has been invented yet.
I mean, has oil?
Please.
As soon as there was oil, there was frying.
It's actually a good question.
Alright.
What's frying invented?
And oil basically has always existed because fat burns down, like melts down, like grease.
Yeah, it's very simple to just put oil in a big pot over a fire.
All right.
Frying is believed to have first appeared in ancient Egyptian kitchen during the Old Kingdom around 2500 BCE. So yeah, never mind. This definitely existed.
Yeah, that's like just one step above roasting, really.
So
when I think frying, I think KFC.
you approach a ruined shrine standing at the heart of a walled compound. Two tall monoliths flank the entrance, decorated with images of a jaguar with 6 snakes sprouting from its shoulders. A stone door is set into the shrine beyond.
Do we see any ancient text of any sort around here?
Mini.
Give me an investigation check.
I can do that.
Are we supposed to be seeing
That is
things?
a natural 20.
All right, I am not going to roll then.
So you see,
No.
you catch a glimpse of some carvings in the monoliths that you have to push aside some vines to truly see. And you recognize the script again as Old Omuin.
Orvex, we got more text over here.
And Orvex steps up and reads the script. Shigambi teaches us to fight evil with honor.
Is that all it says?
That is all it says, I'm afraid. It's not very helpful.
B
What
tells
was
us.
that statue of?
Get off the keyboard, kitten.
See, both of us are arguing with cats.
So this sounds like honorable combat, which
To fight with honor
must-
and what?
fight evil with honor, something like that.
Well, what was the monolith, the statue thing we came in? What was that shaped like again?
A jaguar with 6 snakes.
A jaguar, specifically?
Yes.
Okay, I see a Jakuli in the story. That's
Yes.
what I was at.
Um,
Is that a jaguar? Or is
Yes.
that something different? Okay, that is a jaguar. That's the thing that refused to lie. It is probably the most honorable thing in the story.
Just
So Glim
just
is
think-
like, a
Am I
walk
sup-
with honor. That thing was the honest one.
am I
fight
supposed to
with
be seeing more than black?
You should. If you
Did you
click
bring
a,
up
I've got tokens placed, so you should be
I
able to
am on-
see.
Shiganis or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one.
Shiganbis Shrine. Yeah, I'm on that one, and it's just black.
Hmm.
I mean-
Same.
I was able to see.
Yeah, no, I'm on.
I also noticed I'm the only one with a green outline. That might have something to do with it. Did you put down their combat token specifically?
Yeah, but everybody's friendly.
Oh.
So
Gosh, fish, you're so loud. Such a loud boy,
Oh,
fish.
sorry.
there's
Yeah,
not a
I love
whole there's not a whole lot
My
on the
bad,
map
my
that you
bad.
can see, but
Mini.
It's just completely black. Like I've zoomed all the way out, and it's just black.
Okay, let's try. Me.
I mean, I can
You
see.
are such a smart
Right.
kitten right
Let
now.
me. do
Come
this.
on, Mini.
You probably just dropped your vision, Bunsen, but
Yeah, I'm not able to see now. I can see again.
better?
Nope.
Still no?
Ah, there we go.
Yep, I can see.
We all good now?
Mine's still just black.
What?
Oof.
Are you? Did you not? Are you sure you scrolled all the way out instead of in?
Yeah, I've been scrolling out and in.
Try
just,
try
like,
closing the window and clicking the.
Yeah, maybe
player
bring the map
thing.
back up. I don't know, because I replaced the tokens, and...
There we go. Yeah, bringing the map back up worked.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna say. So, fight with honor. As I don't believe there's any issue with it necessarily, but my typical fighting style might not be honorable if this is a literal instruction. You know, sneaky robot and all that.
uh,
You're a robot.
is there like a gate or a door blocking the way, or could we just go down these stairs?
There is actually a door there, but whoever made this didn't put a lock on it because it's not locked. You can just push it open with sufficient strength, which the party does have, so...
All right.
in fact,
I'm gonna try and open the door.
In fact, actually, Lyra should open the door, quite frankly.
Who's? Oh,
Oh,
Because...
okay.
strong.
just because that the amount of strength you're supposed to have, somehow Lyra has that by themselves. It's supposed to be like a multi-character thing, but
Strong.
But bugbear.
Me strong.
right.
Me strong, dumb. Is the door shiny though? That's the thing.
The
I don't
door
know
is
that I would open it unless it was shiny.
Okay, so Glim walks
the door
over
is
to
not
the
shiny.
door.
It's stone.
Glim takes out his tinkerer's tools
Okay.
and fiddles with the door for a minute, attaching some weird things, and he uses his... Let me check the name of this. He can basically make any object glow.
Unexpectedly,
mundane
incredibly
object.
relevant.
Oh no, it hardly ever helps. but with a bugbear who only goes after shiny things.
Exactly.
I mean, I was
It
just
is
going,
a remarkably helpful ability.
I was
like
just
the
going to tell
things
him
that-
up there that there was shiny behind the door, but you know.
I can just make the door shiny.
Either way works.
Yeah, it sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet. And then, sorry, what was your name again? Ira?
Dakota. Oh, Lyra, yeah.
In character. I knew that part.
Lyra.
Okay, so he's gonna turn to Lyra and says, "Hey, look, shiny."
Ooh. And I literally just go and like try to bust down the door.
Okay, don't
So-
forget your +1.
You push open the door, and it's not easy even for you, but you manage to. It weighs about 600 pounds.
Damn.
And you see steps descending into a 15-foot high, moss-covered room.
Shiny's
Um,
gone.
what?
Light it all on fire.
Laurelyn, what's your in character name?
Nahorn.
Is it Nehorn? Oh,
Nay.
Nahorn. So I point to Nahorn and I'm just like, you like this room. There's plants.
Yeah, no, Nahorn does give a little chuckle. But he also, like, he's gonna walk up and kind of, like, peek inside.
So as you peek inside, if you reach the bottom of the stairs, you would be able to look around and see 4 statues of Omuan warriors standing in alcoves on either side. Each statue looks like it was meant to hold a spear, but its weapon is missing. On the far side of the chamber, a stone pedestal stands conspicuously bare. A relief on the wall behind it shows a monstrous jaguar with 6 snakes protruding from its shoulders, fighting off a squat, frog-like humanoid armed with a spear. To the left of the relief is a narrow tunnel with stairs leading down.
Jaguar 6'8".
Just as a side note, as Glim goes through the door, he touches it and turns off the light. Otherwise, it lasts indefinitely.
Is the spear in the image that you showed is like it's literally just like it's just a painting, correct? There's no physical spear, like it's not like
Well, it's
sticking
a
out.
relief carving, but yeah, it's
Okay. Okay, that's just like
it's
I'm
not a
just making-
physical spear on the wall.
Look, I'm hoping. All right. Well, I'm gonna walk fully into it. Oh, what is that? What are you? Zoom.
I'm gonna enter the room.
What is
as
this
well.
like great thing?
So the grate in front of you, you see the bars there are actually they're only spaced 2 feet apart. You can walk over it.
Okay.
The pit is 20 feet deep. A medium or smaller creature could easily slip between the bars, but you can still walk over it.
I am going to tell the gnome with a bit of a smirk to be careful. Gnome, right? No, yeah. I'm also just going to walk around it because I'm just being careful, you know?
Is it dark down there? Can we see past the grate?
You can see below the grate, and you can actually see that there are 6-foot high archways standing opposite each other, at the bottom of the pit.
I can also see through this hidden door here. Like on the what is this called? Fantasy grounds. I can see this passageway, but I'm guessing we're not actually supposed to be able to see that.
Yeah, I turned it off. That's my fault.
Oops. I saw you open the other one too.
But I know nothing. It's not there.
Well,
How deep is the pit?
the pit is 20 feet deep.
Gotcha. So 2d6 damage.
I mean, if anyone has a rope, I only weigh 42 pounds. No, sorry, 38. I'm actually kind of thin for a gnome.
What the fuck?
38 pounds.
There's also stairs at the back of the room that nobody's looked at yet.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I was planning on going down those, but I just got distracted. I got messages on Discord. Yeah, I was going to say, shall we continue forward down the stairs then?
Yeah, let's see what's down there.
I would like to mention, by the way, it's about midnight.
Yeah, I
As
was.
an aside.
I think actually this is probably about the perfect time to call it. Based
Oh.
on what you're gonna get into in this room, if you continue.
Combat, gotcha.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I have my suspicions about said room and the words on the door again.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, we will pick this up again next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central.
Oh,
I
Central.
believe
Oh.
this room.
At 9 p.m.
is
Central. That's 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain.
Do we have somebody on the West Coast too, or?
I do not think we have a West Coast player yet, but
We could have a West Coast.
We
listener.
could. There is
if
still-
that's you, hello.
hey, we could have a
Tim.
West Coast listener. We could.
Not
There is
7
still
p.m. for you.
there is still room in this campaign for at least one more. So
Yeah, Tim.
who the fuck is Tim?
I don't know. That's a person listening from the West Coast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This guy
But
named Tim. He's an accountant.
Is he an accountant or is he an accountant?
at any rate, I
knew he
believe
was gonna get it.
at any rate, I believe our next scheduled show is Saturday evening for Celestial Crisis with PJ. That is a late game, I believe. I think that starts at like 9:30 Mountain.
Oof.
But after that, we will have, of course, Lumiere hopefully Tuesday, and another session of Tomb on Wednesday. And we are looking at making the onboarding process for more with disadvantage streams a whole lot easier. So Chev will be on that soon, and hopefully we'll have more shows for you in the coming future.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, and have a great Christmas or other holiday, whatever you celebrate.
Merry Christmas, Hana, Kwanzaa.